Minister, for public transport to work, it needs to be accessible, it needs to be affordable, and it also needs to be reliable. However, under existing government policy and the previous government's policy of privatisation, that simply is not happening. 4 years ago, 10% of the Dublin bus fleet was privatised, handed over to a private operator, Go Ahead Ireland. And since that time, Minister, it's been an absolute disaster. And I've stood on this floor many's the time with you, Minister, and your colleague, raising the serious issues under Go Ahead, which has left communities completely isolated, abandoned and simply forgotten about. In Wicklow, 3 routes were privatised, the 45A, the 185 and the 184. And not a day goes by, Minister, that someone isn't in touch with me complaining that the bus simply did not show up, it cancelled, or the driver changed the route with the passengers on because they were running behind time, running behind schedule, and they had to make up time. So it simply is not working, Minister. Yesterday, for example, one of those routes, the 45A, the 1819 was cancelled, the 1830 was cancelled, the 1919 bus was cancelled, the 2112 was cancelled, the 2119 was cancelled, the 2152 was cancelled, and the 2244 bus was cancelled. That was one bus route in Wicklow and all of those cancellations. But Minister, that is a daily occurrence. Privatisation simply has not worked. It has failed, Minister, and I commend this motion to the House, and I ask you and your colleague Eamon Ryan to act now to reverse that, to revoke the licence that has been issued to Go Ahead and take it back under public control, under public ownership, and let Dublin Bus do what they do best, run the bus service that is fit for purpose, that will serve the communities in which it's supposed to do. Minister, the second point I want to touch on is the extension of the short hop zone. And again, Wicklow is one of those constituencies that has been failed by this. The short hop zone goes as far as Kilcool in Wicklow, and I've raised it continuously, the need to extend that down as far as Arklow. And the answers I get back from the NTA and the Minister is no, it's not going to be considered because too many people will use it. That is absolutely crazy when we're dealing with a situation where people are sitting in their cars on the N11 in congestion. They should be incentivised to use public transport, to use the trains. But again, the failure of this government will ensure that they're compounded to traffic in their cars.